Hi, this is Emmanuel with E-Man Slots. Today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks, stuff that I've seen on the YouTube with other YouTube slot players, and personal stuff that I've gone through to help you hopefully make some money at the casino. So let's start off with tip number one. So the first tip is kind of a personal thing for me. I haven't seen anybody talk about this, but I think it's very important. So tip number one is don't ever go to the casino with a in a bad mood. I've done it, and every time I've gone, I've lost. So try to be positive, try to be upbeat. Obviously, you're going to go out there to have fun, but stuff happens. I've had people call me on my way over there, family members or friends or whatever, and ask me, hey, what are you doing? And hey, I'm going to the casino. I'm just going to go have some fun. And they just start criticizing you. Oh, you're going to lose your money, and they put all these bad vibes in your head. And for me, it just sticks. And then I just wind up having a bad day, and wind up losing. I mean, I do that. It happens a lot. So, but whenever I've been in a good mood, I've had actually some wins. So, but it doesn't happen all the time. But it does happen, and I just strongly believe. And then whatever you're putting out there is what you're going to get. So anyway, that's tip number one. Tip number two is have a budget. Do not spend what you can't afford to lose. Set your limits. I'm a low roller. I don't bet a lot. I think the most I've bet is probably like a $10 bet, and that's just every once in a while. I usually stay in the $1 to $2 to $3 range, up in that area, different denominations. But yeah, it's a good thing, and don't chase your losses. Also, I'm guilty of doing that. You have to set a budget, because unless you can afford to, you're going to get into big trouble financially if you don't. The casinos don't care; they're there to take your money, and you need to set your limits. And the slots can be addicting, and you just need to know when to stop and when to walk away with that. As far as chasing your losses, I'm guilty of this, and I do not recommend you do this. But I've had times where I've taken some money and I ran out, and I go to the ATM machine. Of course, they're going to charge you a fee. The bank's going to charge you a fee, and then you're chasing your losses, and yeah, it's not good. Now, the last two times that I've gone to the casinos, I've been very fortunate to where in fact, the last time I went, casino's 2 hours away, and I had $200. I was going to spend $100 there with the free play that I had there, and $100 at the other casino, which is closer, which is about an hour away from me, and with the free play. But I wound up losing the 200 plus the free play I had at the other casino, and I had already had plans to go to the previous casino closer to me. And so I used free play, didn't win anything, and I wound up taking $100 out of the ATM machine. Of course, they charge you a fee. Your bank charges you a fee. So I was down to about $35. And I got lucky. Started hitting, and wound up walking away with the $200. I got my $200 back that I lost at the other casino, plus the $100 that I took out at this particular casino, plus the fees that they charge you, and a little extra. So I came out ahead, so I was able to cover my butt. It's happened to me the last two times, but I do not recommend doing that. It's a little stressful. You want to go out there, have fun, and walk away. Definitely walk away with money, but it's not a good idea to try to chase your losses. So that's that. Tip number three is, if you can, use your player's card, sign up for one. That's how you get your hotel comps, your food, any gifts they're giving away, your free play, which is great. It's money they're giving away. I mean, you're going to spend money there anyway. You might as well get something out of it. So that's a good thing to do. And they send you mailers every month. I've got one particular casino calls me, but I already recognize the number, so I don't answer it because I already know what they're going to tell me, and so I just kind of avoid that. Another tip, like I said earlier, is know when to walk away. I mean, said the closest one to me is about an hour away. Kind of sucks if you go out there and you blow $200 your budget, and you're there only like 15, 20 minutes, and then you're going home. I'm like, yeah, that's just not any fun. but at the same time, if you double your money, you come away with some money, walk away. I mean, my plan is to go in there with some money and come away with more money that I've won. There's times where I kind of broke even or maybe lost a couple dollars, which is okay. You know, I still had fun and everything, but that's the way I like to play. I know someone that goes in there and they won hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and they continue to play and they wound up losing it all. In fact, there was a gentleman that I met. Well, I didn't meet him, but in Indiana, we were getting on the elevator on the way out to the parking lot, and he was talking about how right off the bat he won $1,500, and then he walked away with zero. He lost it all, and I'm like, wow, man, that hurts, you know, especially for me, a low roller at $1,500. That's a lot of money for me. So yeah, it's you know, go in there and get your money and get out. You know, that's just the way you should do it. Another tip I have for you is set a time for how long you're going to be there. Again, I personally, you know, 2-3 hours max. I get burned out, you know, but, you know, if I'm winning, I'm going to walk away, obviously. If I'm losing, I need to learn how to cut my losses and leave, because, you know, I've been guilty of trying to chase them. And like I said, the last 2 times I've been fortunate to come out a little bit ahead and not lose, but a lot of times I haven't. So, yeah, just set your time, you know, and it's one of the things that the casinos do, and I don't know if y'all guys know this, is you never see a clock in there. In a lot of the older casinos, they're, you know, no windows and usually dimly lit. A lot of the new ones are more lit, but they do that. It's a psychological thing, so you don't know how long you've been in there. The casinos want you in there for more time so they can get more money out of you. But you need to realize, you know, I'm going to be there for an hour or two. You know, check your phone, see how long you're going to be there, what time you get there, and it just helps you. That way you don't get burned out too. And if you can walk away with money, that's money that you can use toward your next visit. So that's a good thing. Another tip that I like to give, and I like to play the link games, Happy and Prosperous. What's the other one? High Limit, I believe. Dragon Link, Autumn Moon, those kind of games. I've been watching this one guy, and I'm not going to mention his name or anything, but he gives out tips on how to do stuff, how to play those games, and so I found it real interesting. I've tried those techniques, and they actually do work. So basically, is you change your bets every now and then. If you don't see something hitting on one bet, change it. Know where the machine is going to hit. Sometimes it might be on a low bet, sometimes it might be on a high bet, and sometimes it just, no matter what you do, you're not going to win anything, as the machine's just cold. So I would say walk away, go to another machine. I've done this, and it's helped me tremendously. So kind of play around with it. Look to see what bets, what denominations are working. And if you hit, then go do something else, and then come back to that again. It'll tend to hit and stuff. So it has helped me with that. And then another tip I have with that also is on those link games, you have a second chance spin. So basically what that is let's say you're down to like 20 or 30 cents. Minimum bet on those machines are usually 50 cents. So what you'll do is the machine will say, you know, lucky chance spin, and you spin it, and it'll spin with those 20 cents, and you actually have a chance of hitting. I've had it in the past where I cashed out, went to ATM machine, cashed out, and they pay you, instead of giving you change, they give you a voucher for the change. I think it was like 27 cents or something like that. And I went to one of the machines and put that in there, wound up getting the bonus with that, and wound up winning an extra $30-something. So you never know. I mean, it's extra money. You know, they say that if you see those at the machines, that they're the property of the casinos. You're not supposed to use them. I don't know what the rule on that is. That's just something I heard. I use them. I've seen other people use them, you know, or just give them away. So anyway, those are the tips that I've got. I appreciate y'all guys watching my video. I've got some other videos with slot play. I hope y'all guys check those out, and like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you in the next one.